We have a big storm system shaping up for the weekend, the likes we haven't seen since probably spring, and it comes just in time as the latest drought monitor shows extreme drought expanding. So the latest drought monitor is more bad news. We've seen the extreme drought category, the second highest category in red here, expand to include most of now central and southeastern Minnesota. Compare that to a week ago when we just had two main pockets. That area is filled in now and it includes most of the Twin Cities. And then we still have those two exceptional drought areas, one of which has expanded across southeastern Minnesota, including all of Mower County, much of Fillmore County now too. And the problem is not enough rainfall and more warm weather. The warmer the temperatures are compared to normal, with these dry dew points, it just continues to dry out the soils. The rainfall the last 7 days, just these localized pockets of rain. Now northeastern Minnesota has been seeing some occasional rainfall. In fact, some spots on the Iron Range and into Cook County above normal rainfall over the past 30 days. So most of us though, central and southern Minnesota, are seeing a fraction of our normal rainfall over the last 30 days. We're talking 5 to 15% of what we should see. Now, the weekend forecast continues to look hopeful for some decent soaking rain and widespread across most of central and southern Minnesota, and especially western Minnesota. We're talking maybe over 4 inches of rain for some spots in southwestern Minnesota when you add it all up through the course of Tuesday. One more warm day to get through though today, low 80s, might be our last one of the season, or at least this latest stretch. On average, October 1st is the last 80 in the Twin Cities, but of course this has been an above average year. We've got this deepening upper level low that we've been tracking all week long, really digging in its heels in the west, and it's the ideal setup to help push a lot of moisture out ahead of it. So we're seeing this southerly flow develop, higher dew points moving into that, and already some clusters of showers and thunderstorms to our west and across northern Minnesota. These are kind of spokes of energy around that main upper level low to the west. So watch the dew points increase here from south to north as we head into the weekend, and this is actually going to play into potentially some severe weather in southern Minnesota on Saturday, something we've also been lacking, of course, not only lately, but through the whole summer. So the first spoke of moisture comes in Friday night into Saturday, western Minnesota, and then that will track east. You can see everything in this kind of comma shape. We're just going to have spokes of occasional showers and thunderstorms rotating around that low, which is going to be very slow moving, lingering showers probably into Monday, maybe even Tuesday for parts of the state. And yeah, as I mentioned, Saturday we'll have to watch for potential severe weather if we can get enough sunshine, destabilize things a bit in southern Minnesota. Right now, already day 3 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, slight risk into southern Minnesota. NAM model has some pretty high, significant tornado parameters. The southwestern counties into especially Iowa, eastern Nebraska, South Dakota looks like probably the bigger threat, but that's a little unusual this late in the season, but it's been a bizarre season as far as severe weather or lack thereof has gone anyway. So low, maybe even middle 80s again today. 83 is the average high in the middle of July. Still pretty warm the next couple of days, upper 70s again. Saturday, the question mark is how much sun we can see. That will play into how many thunderstorms we see. But regardless, some rain coming. Even in the Twin Cities could get a good inch of rain, but we are going to be east of the heaviest rainfall. So there's still some questions as to where all that sets up. Cooler though, closer to normal temperatures in next week, but by next week, the normal highs in the upper 60s, so those low to mid 70s are still above normal.